firsts, lasts, and in-betweens. We're certainly not the last class to get a smile and a kiss from Bruiser walking across campus. We are never going to be the last class to begin our college careers by serving our local community and pursuing our passions. Above all else, come hell or high water, we will never be the last class to come to Adrian College and find a motivated and supportive community of students, faculty, and staff, and leave with the skills and tools needed to be inspiring industry leaders and professionals with high hopes and dreams for our bright futures ahead. The people and the experiences that we are most grateful for are the ones that will continue us on this upward path for the rest of our lives. In the spirit of gratitude, thank you to my fellow classmates for being a part of this community with me. Whether we spent most of these moments together or barely crossed paths, you contributed your gifts and talents to continue the legacy of this incredible community. Thank you for prioritizing the preservation of the Adrian College experience and for continually seeking to develop the institution's ability to develop both the knowledge in our heads and the care in our hearts.
Thank you to the roommates, friends, teammates, and peers who, although we have only known each other for 4 years, it seems impossible to think about being surrounded by anyone else in the coming weeks. We celebrated each other's accomplishments, became each other's biggest cheerleaders, and never let each other struggle alone. College has been called the most formative years of our lives, but I can say for certain that these last 4 years have included both the most amazing and most difficult moments of my life. One constant, however, is the support of my friends through it all. It is impossible to thank everyone who makes up our AC family. Together, you have each played an integral role in helping us achieve this momentous milestone.
And you be proud to be a graduate of Adrian College. It's a good day to be a Bulldog. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
Today's students on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time when you will always look back at and say, you know what? Those were incredibly special years. Never experienced before I arrived and never replicated after you leave college.
continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. 161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome back inside beautiful Arrington Ice Arena. The starting lineups have been announced, the national anthem is played, and we're all ready to rumble here at the AIA in Lenawee County. Central Michigan Chippewas visiting the Bulldogs of Adrian College in ACHA Men's Division II play. Chippewas looking to get their season going here with their first contest of the year. Bulldogs are going to opt to start Will Nicholson, Dominic Malone, Greg O'Bricky, and on D, they've got Joey Finfer and Aiden Feed. Puck drop in, we're underway here. Calvin Keys with you riding solo up in the commentator's booth. Glad you've decided to join us for your Friday night. Finfer, the captain, will skate this one ahead. And Tess Drucker right off the bat. Here's Feed, opens up, fires one over the crossbar. And this will be collected by Frankie Williamson, pickpocketed quickly by Nicholson. Walking in, lost the puck. It'll slide to the near board. Again, Nicholson finds Malone in the middle, lost the handle on the puck. Nicholson down low again. Williamson will scoot that one along. Malone didn't take long. Dominic Malone with the first goal of this hockey game. Look at this one again, just Williamson. Poor puck management. Malone out front. And as they say in the movie Happy Gilmore, he just tapped it in. Not much to do there. Clinical finish from Nicholson, or Malone rather, at the back door, was all alone. No one covering him, and as a result, it's a 1-0 hockey game in favor of the home squad. Should also mention it's Drucker between the pipes for the Chippewas as this one's skated in by Marcus Mack, centers. And Drucker will be tested again here, able to seal it off that time and smother it for the whistle. In between the pipes for the Bulldogs this evening, it's our very own Alex Herman, ACTV broadcaster. Normally have him up here with me in the booth. Right now he's between the pipes. Picked up by the Bulldogs. That's spun out in front by Kramer. Back down low, Willie McGuire tried to play it between his legs. Rimmed around, kept in by Andre Benda. The Czech national works its way to McGuire, finding his way towards the blue paint. And again, it's a save made by the left pad and covered by Drucker for the whistle. We're just $1:15 into this hockey game, already have a Bulldog goal, courtesy of Dominic Malone. Face-off coming up. Referee directing traffic. Looks like the defenseman Teddy Campbell may have a strap undone on his helmet. That's what the referee's talking with him about right now. Face-off is between McGuire and Joyce. Still we're waiting. Campbell's going to go to the bench. He'll be replaced. Will Clark heading out there on D in his spot. Clark will take the draw and win it back. Behind the net again, it's Williamson. Sends that one right to Benda, pinching in. McGuire tried to get a wedge on it. Benda. Moved in by Marcus Mack. Long shot coming in from Jack Kramer. And again, vacuumed in by Drucker. Another face-off coming up here. Bulldogs dominating here in the opening minute and a half. Chippewas haven't really been able to get it out of their zone. Playing catch there was Kruger. Has it in the corner. Able to stay with the puck. is Kruger. Still, finally lost it and covered up by Drucker. Should be noted, Chippewas only have 9 skaters travel down to Adrian, Michigan, so they're short-staffed, whereas the Bulldogs have a plethora of options and a full bench. So a bit of a contrast there. Hoover to take this draw against Clark. Tied up at the dot. Squirts free. Here's Beckman. Still can't clear it out. Good stick lift and then played backwards for the defenseman, Dimitri Benda. Now onwards again. Matthew Kruger driving wide, looking to the middle. Puck's loose. Chips have it. Looking to skate it out there was Franzen. Lost the handle. Drucker will spin it around dangerously to Hoover. Ran into his own teammate, Clark. Clark battling down low with the biscuit. He's stood up. Good D by Benford. Shot put on there by Colin O'Rourke. Digging away at it down low. Hoover trying to find it. Comes free now for Clark. Center, what a chance. But just missing the net there was Kruger. Perhaps Drucker got a piece of the puck. Griffin Clark again. Centering. That's batted aside and out to neutral ice. Tyler Ackerman, will settle this one down. O'Rourke and Ackerman sliding it this way and that. Centered on. That's off the skate of Weber. Wasn't ready for the feed. Clark looking to poke it aside as here's Toto. His first shift of the game. He's got wheels. Moving in. Tried to elevate. That went off the outside of the goal. Weber gives it to the point where we get a shot from Finfer and another save from Drucker. 7th he's had to make so far in this game. Faced 8 shots. And we're a little over 3 minutes into the game. Bulldogs leading 1-0. If you're just joining us, that was courtesy of Dominic Malone. Stabbed in at the point by Feed. Chips have it. Pinching in. Finfer, a howitzer. Low save made by Drucker with the right pad. They'll find Finfer again from the left faceoff dot. Had to tip in with Toto. Couldn't quite tuck it home. He loses an edge. It's the captain, Williamson, getting it over. Held in by Finfer. Long shot. Kicked by Toto. Probably wouldn't have counted. Drucker another nice save. And now he'll cover again. Just an onslaught against the Chippewa netminder here, as that was our 10th shot of the hockey game. This one looking one-sided already. O'Bricky versus Joyce, the face-off matchup. Campbell flying ahead. Malone, nifty feed between the wickets. O'Bricky will salvage for Finfer. Finagling his way at the blue line. Takes a shot, gloved by Drucker. O'Bricky squaring off with Clark. Benford circling his own goal. Tried to elevate it out. That's sealed off on the wall by Theed. Wrapped around the dasher. Nicholson looking backwards. Gave it right away to Aiden Beckman. Now the Chips with speed. Here's Williamson. Couldn't get the shot past Joey Finfer. Chalk up a shot block for the guy with a C on his sweater. O'Bricky centered for Finfer. The defenseman up on the rush. Drops it off for O'Bricky again. Patient approach for the Bulldogs here. Theed. Saucered for Malone at the right circle. He'll cycle high. Chips one down low. What a pass. Theed looking for O'Bricky. That would have been pretty. Lofted out by the Chippewas to get a brief respite. Quick up for Malone. Threads it between the legs of Clark. This is handled haphazardly by Miloski. Now intercepted. And then here is Jack Kramer. Slides it over. Unable to control was Marcus Mack. Long shot. Low save made by Drucker. Point bid coming in from Potts. Another long effort that's wide of the goal to Drucker's right. This one will be shot off of a skate and out of play, coming from the stick of Kramer. 14:30 left to go in the first period. The score is still 1-0 Dogs. Face-off will be just outside of the CMU zone. Central Michigan making the 2.5-hour drive down from my hometown of Mount Pleasant, Michigan to play the Bulldogs here. Driving wide and shoving a guy over. Penalty upcoming against Adrian as McGuire touches up. And that's going to be a roughing call against Jack Kramer. There was a Chippewa on the ice. He gave him a bit of a shove. Not much there. But he'll be called 2 minutes for roughing. And CMU a chance to get some sort of offense going. Have not had a shot on goal yet, getting outshot 12-0. And maybe they'll get some offense generated on this power play chance. They win the draw. It's batted aside. And here's McGuire. He'll slide this one by Molesky, who gets a piece of him. Williamson along the wall. Beckman resets again for the Chippewa captain, Frankie Williamson. Finfer wasn't able to play it. They waved the icing. McGuire looking to shovel the puck out of his own end. It's played back down low by Finfer. Uses the plexiglass. Good job by Williamson to initially keep it in, and then that is ramped out of play off the blade of Cole Weber. Fan reaching down to grab it. Sends it back into the rink. I don't think any of the officials see it, though. Hopefully they're able to spot the puck. They do now. That would be a bad thing if we had two pucks on the ice while the play was going on, something I've never seen before. $1:26 left on the Chippewa power play. This one is wrapped around right off the draw to kill some clock as Central Michigan will grab it behind their own goal. Good pressure provided by Weber. Stolen by Feed. Gave it right to Riley Joyce with lots of space. Tried to look ahead, and that one caroms high into the netting off the stick of the defenseman for the Bulldogs. Again, it's freshman Aiden Feed from Middletown, New Jersey. We've seen a lot of him so far in this game. Bulldogs head coach Brennan Wachter clearly has a lot of confidence in the youngster. Clark banks one. Still Clark looking for it. Comes free for Toto. Sincere Toto. Drops this one off. Clark didn't know the feed was coming to him. Williamson now has it. Just 40 seconds left to go on the man advantage for Central Michigan. This one's centered. Benda will knock it away. Taken in by Will Clark and gives Alex Herman something to do as he'll snatch that one with the catching mitt for his first save of the night. 12:48 left to go in this first period. 1-0 Bulldogs as things stand. A minute and a half into this penalty kill. Chippewa's tried to make a late change, and it won't be permitted. Back at the point, that shot's blocked by McGuire. That was Benford with the attempt. He's going to have to be quick to get back in time. This is reset by Morosky all the way back to Potts. Benda has it. Here's Andre Benda. Skating forwards, tries a shot, he scores. Benda with the blast, it's in. 2-0 Dogs. Andre Benda picked out the corner perfectly. What a shot from the blue liner. Benda says, all right, I'll do it myself. Drives wide from a tough angle and gets it over the shoulder of Drucker and nestles it into that top right corner. Beautiful goal. Short-handed goal, may I add, for Andre Benda. The alternate captain, Potts, will shoot this one into his own bench. That one caught Ryan Hoover in the midsection. He's keeled over. teammates, including head coach Brennan Wachter, looking back at Potts as if to say, why'd you shoot that one towards us? Puck left at the dot off the face-off draw. Now with it is Carper. Moving ahead for Mack. Race ahead, and Kramer's going to get there first to negate the icing. Has options, still Kramer. Stick lifted by Benford. Good second effort by Kramer to stay with the play. Sends one into the house. Carper digs it free. Still Kramer taking a hack. And cleared out finally by Campbell. This one will be all the way down and icing the call with 11:41 left to go in the period. 2-0 Bulldogs. 1 goal at even strength from Dominic Malone just about a minute into the game. And another coming shorthanded from the defenseman Andre Benda a few moments ago. Ryan Hoover versus Aiden Beckman. Hoover will win it back. O'Rourke shepherds that one into the right-hand corner. Beckman plays it around. Kept in by O'Rourke again. Moving into the middle of the ice is Kruger. Puck's still loose. Drucker made the stop. O'Rourke. Long bid. That one caroms around. Pinball style in the slot. Hoover a long attempt. Missed the goal with the shot. Clark hit hard as he moves it back to the point. Ackerman moving down. Still a battle going on in that far corner between Clark and Beckman. Skating with it now is Kruger. Clark sent one off the side of the goal frame. Hoover from the high slot. Shot that one wide. Still Hoover looking for it. And finally lofted out by Molesky. Central Michigan gets a much-needed change. Circling behind the goal, O'Rourke. Stretch feed for Hoover at center ice. He'll skate it in. Looking to move wide. Move down to the ice, and that's going to be a penalty call against the Chippewas as Hoover was taken down with 10:27 left to go in the first period. It will be a holding call made against Frankie Williamson, who goes to the box. So after killing off the Chippewa power play, Bulldogs will get their first attempt on a power play of their own. Bulldogs will look to strike gold on this power play. Malone, toe drag, what a move, walks in off the glove of Drucker but couldn't hold on. Silky smooth hands on Malone. Playing catch with Nicholson. Walking in on the right side hash. Quick bump back from O'Bricky in the slot. Feed. Malone moves in. Got it back from O'Bricky but skied it over the frame. Finfer walking the blue. Fires one that's off the skate of O'Bricky into the near boards. Malone. Dipsy doodles in. Nicholson. Too easy. Tip in. 3-0 Adrian. They strike on the power play. Look at the cycle here. Everyone exchanging places, making it difficult for the Chippewas to track. Nicholson just sneaks into that back door ever so quietly. Gets the stick on the ice and tips it by Drucker to make it 3-0. Still Malone out there. That time it was telegraphed by Benford. Off the boards. Nicholson looking rink wide through the neutral zone. Didn't get through. Feed will recollect the Bulldog offense. Benford again. This is up. Handed it right to Malone, who lost it momentarily. Disgruntled play. Nicholson with some room. Backhand toe drag. Boy, was that filthy from Nicholson. He gets another. 4-0. Whew. That's another look at our third goal. Here's the goal from Nicholson. It was disjointed play in the neutral zone, and then it seemed like out of nowhere, Nicholson with free space. Backhand toe drag. Pure filth from number 7. Absolutely disgusting. McGuire with speed. Look to drop it off. That one comes out into the slot. Sent back in now by Weber. Benford couldn't clear it. Turned it right over. Drucker able to get in the way of that ripper from Cole Weber. O'Rourke walking in, fanned on the shot. Digging for it, gets it back. Behind the goal line, Toto spinning, firing, and saving it with the right pad was Drucker. Bulldogs have scored on 4 of their 18 shots. Chippewas with a lone shot on goal. Comes off the boards. It's Big Beckman. Couldn't get there in time. Toto opening up, good edge work, but not a very good pass from Weber. So that will bring Braden Gray down behind his own goal line. Puck flipped over the stick of McGuire. Forwards will get a change for Adrian. O'Rourke biding his time. Sees Carper up ice. Sam Carper driving in. Drops one off and whacked away out of the defensive zone from Central. Potts. Stick of Kramer was tangled up. Rims it now for Mack. Carper sachets his way away from pressure. Benda behind his own goal. Nifty saucer. Finds Kramer on the backhand. Driving. Nudged by Williamson. Gave it right back to Carper. Spinorama pass. Didn't get to Kramer. Potts has it now. Right into the flying C on Drucker's sweater. And pounces on it with 6:53 left in the first period. 4-0 Bulldogs. As we've got goals from Dominic Malone, Andre Benda, and 2 from Will Nicholson. The best goal of this game undoubtedly was Will Nicholson. Backhand toe drag to a quick backhand feed. And snuck it by Drucker to make it 4-0. Benda. Hoover has a man out front, just missed Clark. And then Hoover was hit hard. Big hit from Aiden Beckman. Potts whizzes wide. Franzen. Wonder if he's related to Johan. Benda saucered out. This is found by Molesky, but turned it over to Hoover. 3-on-1. He lost his bearings on the puck. Wasted opportunity. Shot back the other way. This is Bemford. He's more concerned about the hit than the puck there. Hoover finds it, and they say that Clark was just off sides by the hair of his chinny chin chin. 6:06 left in the first period. Calvin Keys with you on ACTV. This broadcast of ACHA Men's Division II Ice Hockey brought to you by our entire crew. Josiah Durrell, our director. Aaron Jagfeld, our camera person. All students here at Adrian College bringing you the athletics action. If you like what you're seeing, then feel free to subscribe and check us out on our other social media platforms at Adrian College TV on all socials. With some speed here is Riley Joyce. It's knocked away. Malone saucered that one right into Campbell. Finfer with it. Referee says he gained center ice in time. Finfer kind of took a look over at the official because he thought maybe it was going to be an icing call. Malone sent one off the post, I believe, there, and it goes up and out with 5:23 left in what's been a one-sided affair, to say the least. This one pitchforked out. It'll go all the way down from Will Clark, and icing is the call. Face-off won by the Chippewas. This will be skated out, but back for Theed again. Out of the reach of Malone. Williamson to the boards. Malone spins it for O'Bricky. Centered for Malone. And puck looked to be on edge there as he sent it over the goal. Theed opens up, collects, fires. Batted away by the glove of Joel Drucker. Finfer. Malone looking for it. Out of his reach with the stick. Joyce the other way. McGuire. Theed. Tapped behind the back there by Weber. But he was behind the red line. So this one will come all the way back into the Bulldog zone for a face-off as it's an icing infraction. Face-off coming up. One back by McGuire off Beckman. Nicholson unable to get it out as holding the blue line well was Gabe Benford. Theed centered by Weber. McGuire with some steam and sent that one right into the breadbasket of Joel Drucker. 4:12 to go in the first. McGuire for Weber. Colliding with Bemford. Williamson spins it around. Pickpocketed by Toto. McGuire. Patient approach by number 12. Looking rink wide. That was impeded. And here's O'Rourke back for it in his own zone. Toto couldn't control. All the way back for Bemford. Bulldogs tag up. Toto's back in with the biscuit. Weber centered and sticked aside by Drucker. Gets some applause from his teammates on the bench. Weber. Mohawks in. O'Rourke creeping down from his post at the blue line. He was hit by Franzen and cleared out. Toto without one of his gloves, curiously enough. They'll look rink wide here for Ackerman, who will go for a skate. Tyler Ackerman from the left side. Sealing off that right post was Drucker. Centered now all the way back for Ackerman. Tries once more. That went off a Chippewa stick and into the netting with less than 3 minutes to play. Another look at the chance from Ackerman as good positioning from Drucker there to make the save. And then the second attempt from the Bulldog blue liner that deflected up and out of play. Puck tied up at the dot. Good face-off win by Will Clark as his teammates come in to grab it. Sean Potts took a deflection off a skate. Herman, astute, will come out to grab it. They'll keep the play going with shots 25-1 in favor of Adrian. Mack sliding in on the boards and had to wait for his teammate to tag up. He was eager to head towards the net, as every attacker should be, but didn't see his teammate on the other side of the rink, and that's why offsides is the decision from the Zebras. This is found by Joyce. Potts. D to D. Braden Gray, icing waved. Drucker out from his enclosure. Bemford. Now Molesky. Bemford again. Underneath the tape of one of his forwards. Carper spins away from pressure. Potts again for Carper. Faked the shot. Tried to slide it for Kramer. Kramer again dribbles through all the way to the end wall. Less than 2 minutes to go in this first period. Now it's taken by Gray. Mack. Potts. Still Sean Potts. Somehow managed to stay on sides and find that puck again. Right pad save. Potts driving the net. It's loose. They hammer away. Drucker sprawled out and able to cover as Sean Potts and Marcus Mack were waiting on the doorstep. But Drucker somehow able to keep that one out impressively. That's his 23rd save of the contest. We've still got a long way to go. Hoover versus Clark. Clark wins it back. Huge hit is laid by Kruger. Hoover sucks that one back for Theed at the point. Nifty move made there by Kruger. But again, it's Drucker getting a glove on it for the whistle. Minute 16 left before the first intermission. Clark couldn't get it by Williamson and rocketed the puck up into a light fixture or perhaps a speaker up in the air. So that's why we hear the whistle. Chopped back by Hoover. Finfer will give it back to his center. Clark laying the lumber. Good hustle at the half wall by Kramer. And here's Clark circling forward in the final minute. Hoover. All the way back for Finfer. Long shot. Closing up the 5-hole well was Drucker. Still loose. Looking for it, Molesky. He's hit. Spins away from the press of Clark. Slid between the legs of his teammate. Finfer has it now. Chopped all the way down. And Drucker's just going to hold on here with 23 seconds to go. Well, the Bulldogs are high on life right now. Things going well. Virtually everything going their way as they're up 4-0. As for the Chippewas, things are stacked against them as we've got a broken stick. Bad day gone worse for Riley Joyce as he's got about $300 down the drain there. O'Rourke, point, and Karam's up and out of play again. I feel like we've seen a lot of puck out of play so far in this one. O'Bricky's tangled up with Clark, who's really liked that tie-up routine, has the Chippewa center. O'Rourke able to corral it, skate to stick for Nicholson. O'Bricky has his pass cut off by Bemford with 5 seconds to go. Shot, didn't get through, came off the backside of Williamson, and that'll do it for the first period. Bulldogs up 4-0 over the visitors from Central Michigan, the Chippewas. And we'll head to the break. Stay with us here on ACTV as we'll be back after the first intermission.
There's so many firsts, lasts, and in-betweens. We're certainly not the last class to get a smile and a kiss from Bruiser walking across campus. We are never going to be the last class to begin our college careers by serving our local community and pursuing our passions. Above all else, come hell or high water, we will never be the last class to come to Adrian College and find a motivated and supportive community of students, faculty, and staff, and leave with the skills and tools needed to be inspiring industry leaders and professionals with high hopes and dreams for our bright futures ahead. The people and the experiences that we are most grateful for are the ones that will continue us on this upward path for the rest of our lives. In the spirit of gratitude, thank you to my fellow classmates for being a part of this community with me. Whether we spent most of these moments together or barely crossed paths, you contributed your gifts and talents to continue the legacy of this incredible community. Thank you for prioritizing the preservation of the Adrian College experience and for continually seeking to develop the institution's ability to develop both the knowledge in our heads and the care in our hearts.
Thank you to the roommates, friends, teammates, and peers who, although we have only known each other for 4 years, it seems impossible to think about being surrounded by anyone else in the coming weeks. We celebrated each other's accomplishments, became each other's biggest cheerleaders, and never let each other struggle alone. College has been called the most formative years of our lives, but I can say for certain that these last 4 years have included both the most amazing and most difficult moments of my life. One constant, however, is the support of my friends through it all. It is impossible to thank everyone who makes up our AC family. Together, you have each played an integral role in helping us achieve this momentous milestone.
And you be proud to be a graduate of Adrian College. It's a good day to be a Bulldog. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
Today's students on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time when you will always look back at and say, you know what? Those were incredibly special years. Never experienced before I arrived and never replicated after you leave college.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you.
Welcome back, folks. We're getting set for the start of the second period of play, but before we do that, I'd like to shout out the Malone family tuning in from North Riverside, Illinois. And thank you to Mr. Malone again for hooking us up with some food from the Wow Cafe and Wingery. Much appreciated as always. And, hey, Dominic got a goal in the first period, so that's good news. And the Bulldogs are up 4-0 here to start the second as we get the opening puck drop. Calvin Keys again here with you on ACTV. Glad you've joined us on your Friday night. It was a pretty dominating first period performance by the Bulldogs. They'll look to keep that rolling here into the second 20 minutes of play. Finfer will skate it ahead. And Theed weaving through traffic. Still Theed. Nice dangle and not able to sneak it by Drucker. Back out front again. This is swept aside. Shots are 30-2 in favor of Adrian. Alex Herman's been twiddling his thumbs back in the Bulldog net. Finfer from the right side. That one deflected. Toto at the point from distance. Whistled over the right shoulder of Drucker. Hopefully he was able to get some hydration and electrolytes during that intermission as the puck is still loose. McGuire banged it in. Referee says the whistle went first. So they say no goal. Perhaps Drucker had it covered, but not certain on that one. Nonetheless, face-off coming up here in the Chippewa zone. McGuire with a bad bounce gets robbed of the goal. Here's Dominic Malone. Benda to Potts, shot in. Rebound off Drucker, but able to find it in time. 58 seconds into the second period. Bulldogs haven't been messing around here in this game. Looking really impressive. Already 32 shots on goal. They've scored on 4 of them. Malone nearly turned it over. Escapes through for Benda. Nicholson hit hard. O'Bricky trying to find it. Williamson looking to clear, but can't get it past Andre Benda. To the point. Potts. O'Bricky still has it. Long shot. Punched away with the waffle board by Drucker. This is lofted out. Benda will have it. He opens up. Sent on along. And then right back to Benda once more. Looks over for his D partner. Sean Potts, the sophomore. Malone, nifty deke through center. He's shifty. Another great toe drag move. Can't get it by Drucker. Follow-up was also saved by O'Bricky. And Benda sends one skyward. Here's O'Bricky again. Hit by Williamson as we've got an injured Chippewa down on the ice. And we'll step aside while he's attended to here. Hopefully he is all right.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College has once again found itself on the 2022 U.S. News & World Report Best College Rankings. This is the 8th straight year that Adrian has been named to the top regional colleges Midwest section. Adrian College was also named the most innovative school in the regional colleges Midwest category. In addition, Adrian received accolades in Best Value in undergraduate teaching within regional colleges Midwest. Adrian College was also named in the top first-year.
Back inside Arrington Ice Arena as the injured Chippewa was helped off the ice. Thoughts and prayers go out to him. Hope he's okay as he was holding his knee. Opening up and firing this one. Deflected aside from Mack, and now it's in. The Bulldogs strike again. They make it 5-0. And Sam Carper was the man there who got it into the net. Opened up here. Carper, Johnny on the spot. Elevates it past Drucker to make it 5-0 right after the Central Michigan injury. Chippewas win the faceoff. You know, that injury is poorly timed for Central Michigan because they had 9 skaters going into this game. Now they only have 8. As I'm trying to make out who that player is on the bench. I think it's Gabe Benford. Will Clark is bodied in the corner by O'Rourke. Carper behind the net, skips by one forechecker, and then a poor turnover, and Franzen with maybe the best chance of the game for the Chippewas. He couldn't quite capitalize. Taken on now by Kramer. Carper has it. Behind the goal, wraps it. Couldn't tuck it home. Batted back to the point by Mack. Benda will move this one on along for Carper. Weaving ahead is Marcus Mack, and he'll cycle it down low for Sam Carper once more. Carper zigzags through, and Drucker will snatch that one up baseball style. Attempt coming in from Kramer. 16:41 left to go in the second period. Ryan Hoover squares off with Riley Joyce, and Hoover knocks it back for Finfer. Batted out of the air by Griffin Clark. Now Aiden Feed skates in and sent that one right into the wrist of Molesky, who's able to shake it off. Clark back on his feet. Kept control of the puck even when he was on his knees, impressively enough. Digging away at it in the corner. This will be knocked aside by Molesky. Still Central Michigan unable to relieve the pressure here. It's found by Clark. Kruger. Clark pounces on the loose biscuit. He takes a cross check, falls into the boards hard. Hoover has it. Dodges a hit. Nice hesitation move and a wraparound. What a goal by Ryan Hoover. Wrapped that one up like a Christmas present. Another look at this one. Good edge work by Hoover. As you see, gets around an opponent, and then opens up with the mohawk and just tucks it inside that post before Drucker could get the pad over. Impressive stuff from number 6. Hoover, a junior from Brookville, Ohio, played his junior hockey for the Hudson Havoc of the United States Premier Hockey League. Makes it 6-0. Again, your scoring summary in the first period. It was Dominic Malone, Andre Benda, and Will Nicholson twice, as Drucker's going to be tested again here. That's sent off the post. Follow-up wasn't able to get in from Weber there either. But as I was saying, it was Dominic Malone, Andre Benda, and 2 goals from Will Nicholson in that first period. And then in the second period, it's been Sam Carper and just now Ryan Hoover. Draw one to Toto for Theed. Finfer skates in, gets it back from Theed, tried to open up, spin around onto the backhand. Didn't quite have the agility to do so. Weber off the skate of Finfer. Able to clean up the loose change. Toto deflected downwards. Williamson trying to deal that one out. Clark will spin it out. Going down there was Franzen. Finfer heads back in. Toto collided with the referee. He'll have to get out of the way. Toto looking for it below the goal line. Still sincere Toto. Up top for Finfer. Puck is loose. Who can find it? Penalty upcoming against Central Michigan. As getting a tip on that one was Toto. Chippewas are dog tired right now. McGuire somehow held on to it. Great move to get through one. And Toto fanned on the passing attempt. It's out front. Drucker will cover. And a power play upcoming for the Bulldogs as we've got a hooking penalty against Frankie Williamson, the Chippewa captain. Williamson's got to be tired. He's been out there on D for virtually this entire game for Central Michigan. 14:22 to go in this second period as Malone couldn't hold on to it there. Chippewas clear it. Alex Herman finally with something to do as he'll flip that one up high. Gloved down by Dominic Malone, who had a goal in the first period. Building speed. Malone has it here. Great save made by Drucker. Went spread eagle to get the right pad on the shot from Malone. Finfer. Bricky. Finfer able to chase the puck down. He's got Malone. Chippewas still can't clear it. Theed prances in, fires a shot that's off Drucker, and makes yet another save, his 38th of the game here, with still over half of the contest to be played. Have to feel bad for this Chippewa hockey team that has just 3 guys healthy on the bench right now. Potts for Clark. Sean Potts walks in, fires, and that's sucked up by Drucker. 13:12 to go in the second period. Score is 6-0 Adrian. 51 seconds left on the penalty to the Chippewas, Frankie Williamson. They'll look for Kramer here. Finding it now is Mack. Marcus Mack cuts back quickly for Kramer once more. Potts, Clark, nobody home on the far side of the rink. This will be wired out. Chippewa's penalty kill unit will stay out there as Herman will move it for Potts. Potts will just glide through the neutral zone, take it below the goal line here. Gentle pass back for Mack, then Potts again, and this will be backhanded out by Will Clark. Penalty expires against Williamson. Successful kill for Central Michigan. Kramer reaching after it. Potts. Clark couldn't find it. He will pester Williamson here, fresh out of the penalty box. And already another penalty coming. This time I believe it's going to be a hook against Griffin Clark. And it will be. 2 minutes for hooking against Griffin Clark. Power play now for Central Michigan as they'll have a rare face-off in the Bulldog zone. Williamson. Taken by Finfer. He'll look around. McGuire is there. Takes a body check as Theed. This one rolls around the top of the dasher, and then McGuire's got time and space. Played it to himself with a nice little bank move to get by the defenseman. Now the Chippewas have a rush the other way if they hurry. Will Clark moves into the middle of the ice, and good stick by Finfer to shield that puck away from the net. Theed couldn't get it out. Williamson goes D to D. This is mishandled by Molesky. Fatigue showing itself for the Chippewas as Theed has it. Swung over for Weber. He lost it. It's Molesky. Disjointed play here for the Chippewa power play, all out of sorts. Jackson Molesky will headman the attack. Up the left side. Saucer passes right to Theed, but sent it right to Teddy Campbell. Cleared away. Toto will go back for it. First man in here on the penalty kill for the Bulldogs. Finds O'Bricky. Power play not able to gain any real traction for the Chippewas. Reset here for Braden Gray. Will chew the clock and then send it all the way down where it's paddled away by Joel Drucker. Toto for O'Bricky. Toto again looking to move it down low. O'Bricky sliding in along the wall. 8 seconds left in the penalty to Clark. O'Bricky circling the wagons and will look all the way back for Gray as Clark heads out of the box, and penalty is killed off for the Bulldogs. They return to full strength. Nice move there by Gray. Even better move here, and an amazing goal scored by Marcus Mack as he took a patient approach, went across the net left to right. Drucker was sprawled out, and all he had to do was just lift this puck up a little bit. Swift cut away from Williamson, and gets yet another goal for this Bulldog hockey club as they're up 7-0. And we'll have a goaltending change coming here. Heading in is Dylan Niermeyer to replace Joel Drucker. Isn't really Drucker's fault. He's virtually been in front of a firing squad this evening. Bulldogs had already scored a touchdown. Extra point through the uprights and good as it's 7-0. Niermeyer out of his goal to play it. This is taken by Mack, who just scored a goal recently. Benda moves in, back for Mack. Lost his footing, and this puck sent all the way down ice. Icing negated. Potts is there. He finds Benda. Looks back for Sean Potts once more. Andre Benda already has a goal from his defensive post in this game. He'll move ahead. Deals for Mack. Potts. Shot that was sticked aside by Niermeyer. 45 shots for the Bulldogs in this game to the Chippewas' mere 2. Carper spins around. Open net for Kramer. Couldn't quite find it with a Chippewa in his face. Clark for Carper. Still Sam Carper looking for Clark. Had it knocked away at the last second. Took a glove up high. And we've got a penalty coming against the Chippewas, so the Bulldogs will head back to the power play once CMU tags up. Carper's moving in, elevates, and Niermeyer got a piece of it with his left shoulder, it appears. This is cleared down. Benda going back for it. Net empty for the Bulldogs. 6 skaters on the ice with the delayed penalty. Still, the Chippewas have not been able to touch it. Now they finally do, As getting a piece of the puck was Beckman. With 8 minutes, 7 seconds left in the second period, Bulldogs will get a chance to extend their lead. Greg O'Bricky will take this face-off against Will Clark to start off Adrian's power play. Feed for Finfer. Now Malone. Feed again. Finfer threaded through. Sprawled out Chippewa, laying on the ice to cut off Malone's passing lane. O'Bricky keeps it for the Bulldogs. Finfer from the right circle. Below the goal line, Malone. Saucer knocked aside by Clark, but not out. They look to center. Malone will glove it down. Tried to touch it by one. Finfer with it now. And this is chopped out by Williamson. Herman will leave it there for his defenseman Theed with 1 minute and 13 seconds left on Adrian's power play. Here's Theed with wheels, and that ramped off the stick of Williamson and out of play with a little over a minute to go on Adrian's man advantage. A little over 7 minutes to go in this second period. Another reminder, Calvin Keys with you here on Adrian College TV, joined by Josiah Durrell and Aaron Jagfeld behind the scenes. Again, glad you joined us on your Friday night here on Adrian College Television. Potts has it up top. One-touch pass, back and forth. Kramer had it. Where's the puck? It's still loose, but the whistle goes. If you're enjoying what you're seeing during tonight's broadcast, please subscribe and check us out on all our platforms, on all socials at Adrian College TV. Bringing you coverage on all things Adrian College athletics by Adrian College students. Be sure to support the broadcasting and media communications here at Adrian by following and subscribing on all platforms. John Potts. Long shot. Niermeyer had eyes on it and caught it without much trouble. Even though this game is a blowout, it's a great chance early in the season for all of the Bulldogs to see competitive ice time. Get into the game and make an impact and maybe get on the score sheet. It's a big confidence booster for a youngster just donning the black and gold for the first time this season. Trying to play it through there was Joyce. Couldn't get by Potts. He'll walk in now. Great feed for Carper. Toe drag, unloads. Niermeyer the save. Williamson trying to loft it out as Clark has it. Skating in Mack. Potts. Carper. Looking for the feed. Clark goes off his skate back to the point for Potts. Again, Mack shot. Niermeyer reached out the paddle to keep it from going into the goal. Just 4 seconds left on the Bulldog power play. Credit the Chippewa penalty kill. They've done a good job halting Central Michigan's progress. Face off, one back here. Toto, long shot. Took a couple of odd bounces. It's Weber now. Ackerman. Long try on net that is turned aside. McGuire looking to center. Toto will find it. Batted it out front. McGuire turning. Knocks over Molesky in a Chippewa sweater. McGuire again with it here. O'Rourke popped it up to himself. Ackerman tried to grab it. O'Rourke able to hold on. He's brought down. Tripping penalty here against the Chippewas' Riley Joyce. Had the stick reached out, was applying good pressure, but then caught O'Rourke awkwardly, brought him down. Tripping signaled. Bulldogs back to the power play. .5:16 to go in the second period. Joyce in the box. Bulldogs on the man advantage. Feed. Finfer, plenty of time and space. The rebound, Malone. Great stop made by Niermeyer to slide across. Here's Nicholson. Back for Theed. Then Nicholson again, the alternate captain with a shot. That'll come around the wall, right to Finfer. He has it now. Feed again off a skate. Malone finds it. Oh my, what a toe drag and what a finish for Dominic Malone. He could stick handle in a phone booth. Makes it 8-0. It was an extra point. Now it's a 2-point conversion thanks to Malone here on the power play. This is incredible. Look at that. Just a yucky toe drag from Malone. Puts it in. Made it look simple. His second of the night. Clark right in with the puck. His stick's tangled up, stays with it, tried the wraparound, instead spins it out to neutral territory. Clark again with the biscuit. Drives wide once more. High heat-seeking missile. Finds its way back to Benda at the point. Having the control momentarily was Kruger. Catches back up to it. Still Kruger. Behind the net, out for Hoover. Couldn't find a route for that shot through traffic. Benda pops one on goal off the right shoulder of Niermeyer. Punched away by Niermeyer again. That time the shot came from Griffin Clark. Bulldogs nearly to 60 goals, or 60 shots rather, in this game. They're up 8-0. From the looks of things, the Central Michigan team needs to make some calls, try to recruit some more players, because just a lack of bodies has been the issue tonight for them. They've got 3 healthy men on the bench. Potts off his glove. There's over 10 guys on the Bulldog bench. They're able to just roll lines and stay fresh. Chippewas have virtually no skaters. Long shot from Potts. McGuire. Toto moves in and roofs it. Toto sees his opportunity and he takes it to make it 9-0 for the Bulldogs. I think Dylan Niermeyer is going to want this one back, because as you look at the replay, the puck was really on edge for Toto. Maybe a bit of a curveball with some movement on it. Puck was knuckling. Niermeyer couldn't track it, and it ends up a 9-0 scoreline. McGuire versus Clark here. It's one back by Will Clark. Moved ahead for the Chippewas. Potts onwards. Slid ahead by Cole Weber. Puck finds its way back for Benda. Able to keep a hold of it. Moving it for Toto. That's intercepted. And here's Jackson Molesky. Could be in here. Nice hesitation move. Puck didn't even get to Alex Herman, who was just waiting for something to do back there. Sincere Toto with it. Has the puck in tow. pass too far behind Potts as shots are 60-2 in favor of Adrian. Potts on and mishandled by Kramer. Carper is going to be called for, I believe, a hook here as he got his stick in on Will Clark. And the Chippewas will get another power play with 2:07 to go in the second. That'll close out the second period. Carper, 2 minutes for hooking. Will Clark with the face-off against Greg O'Bricky. O'Bricky able to win it back. That's off the skate of the Chippewa defenseman Beckman, and now it's a one-on-one. Nicholson against Williamson. He lost the puck. Speared ahead by O'Bricky. He'll hold it against the boards down low. Good penalty-killing work here by Adrian. Nicholson has it now. 20 seconds expired on the Chippewa penalty. O'Rourke didn't see Clark coming there. This is lifted ahead and out of play by Braden Gray. Minute 33 left on the Chippewa power play. 6 more seconds remain on the second period clock. Sent in from distance by Clark. O'Rourke. Beckman up top. This is found by Gray. Moved on for Will Nicholson. Shoots one off the glove of Niermeyer. All the way back for Finfer now. Nicholson reaches after it. Here's Will Nicholson. Opens up off the glove of Niermeyer. Final minute of the second period. Bulldogs scored 4 goals in the first period. They've scored 5 so far in this second. Maybe a chance for one more with 45 seconds left. Williamson stomps on the brakes. Looked like it could have been offside there, but play continues. Feed. Plenty of space. Has Malone up the middle. Looking for a hat trick here. Here's Malone. Saved by Niermeyer with the glove. Good stick lift by Malone. Great back check. Less than 20 seconds to go. He's got Clark with him. Backhand toe drag looking to center for his teammate. Couldn't get it there. Here's Theed up top. Nice move to get by one at the point. Bulldogs back at full strength. They look to be the team on the power play, but really they were shorthanded. Clock expires in the second period with the score 9-0. Thank you for tuning in here on ACTV. We will be back with the conclusion of this game. 20 minutes still left to play here from Arrington Ice Arena. Back after the second intermission.
There's so many firsts, lasts, and in-betweens. We're certainly not the last class to get a smile and a kiss from Bruiser walking across campus. We are never going to be the last class to begin our college careers by serving our local community and pursuing our passions. Above all else, come hell or high water, we will never be the last class to come to Adrian College and find a motivated and supportive community of students, faculty, and staff, and leave with the skills and tools needed to be inspiring industry leaders and professionals with high hopes and dreams for our bright futures ahead. The people and the experiences that we are most grateful for are the ones that will continue us on this upward path for the rest of our lives. In the spirit of gratitude, thank you to my fellow classmates for being a part of this community with me. Whether we spent most of these moments together or barely crossed paths, you contributed your gifts and talents to continue the legacy of this incredible community. Thank you for prioritizing the preservation of the Adrian College experience and for continually seeking to develop the institution's ability to develop both the knowledge in our heads and the care in our hearts.
Thank you to the roommates, friends, teammates, and peers who, although we have only known each other for 4 years, it seems impossible to think about being surrounded by anyone else in the coming weeks. We celebrated each other's accomplishments, became each other's biggest cheerleaders, and never let each other struggle alone. College has been called the most formative years of our lives, but I can say for certain that these last 4 years have included both the most amazing and most difficult moments of my life. One constant, however, is the support of my friends through it all. It is impossible to thank everyone who makes up our AC family. Together, you have each played an integral role in helping us achieve this momentous milestone.
And you be proud to be a graduate of Adrian College. It's a good day to be a Bulldog. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
Today's students on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time when you will always look back at and say, you know what? Those were incredibly special years. Never experienced before I arrived and never replicated after you leave college.
The score is 9-0. The Bulldogs lead over the Chippewas by that score line as we head into the final 20 minutes of play of what has been a bit of an onslaught from Adrian, dominating. Goal recap. We've got 2 goals from Dominic Malone, 1 from Andre Benda, 2 from Will Nicholson, 1 from Sam Carper, 1 from Ryan Hoover, 1 from Marcus Mack, and Sincere Toto also getting on the board most recently to make it a 9-0 game. Alex Herman has been playing great for the Bulldogs, making 2 saves in net through 40 minutes of play. Chippewas have their second goalie in between the pipes in Dylan Niermeyer. Joel Drucker started the game. He was pulled more as an act of mercy from their head coach more than because of his poor play, as the Bulldogs have 63 shots on goal. Over a shot per minute pace. Bulldogs shooting at that clip. Nicholson forgot something for a moment. Finfer will head in, knocked aside by Campbell. This is found by Clark. Puck slides out. Campbell will move it ahead, and here come the Chippewas. Theed will knock that aside with no trouble. Now Finfer has it. Behind his own goal. Back for Theed. He'll move it ahead for O'Bricky. Nicholson with it now. Finds Finfer. Shoots it all the way down the ice. Controlled by Niermeyer for Williamson. Now it's Molesky. Works the puck out to the neutral zone. Theed for Mack. Here comes Mack. Pulled it into his body, and Williamson deflected it out of play. Looks like we've got a running clock for this third period with Adrian up by 9. So we'll have exactly 20 minutes of play. No more, no less. Potts, long shot. Niermeyer turned it aside. This is up in the air. Molesky looking for it. And a nice reverse check laid by Kramer on Franzen there. Herman will knock it over for Potts. Benda has it now. Franzen kept it in momentarily. Benda will turn away from pressure. Moves on to his backhand. Feeds this one up ahead. It's Sam Carper. Carper moving in, knocked away at the last second by Williamson. Carper with speed, circling the offensive zone. Carper's chopped down. And we've got no penalty call on the play as he was taken down. Benda has it. Carper with it now. Potts down low, trying to deflect it on goal was Kramer. Puck still loose. Carper working to find it. This is shot back up top for Potts, walking in again. Low attempt. Puck's loose, and Mack will tuck that one in. Good night. Score is 10-0 in favor of the Bulldogs. It's really just shot after shot. Niermeyer could only make so many saves. Didn't realize where the puck was. Mack found it and had a yawning cage to shoot into. At 10-0, Bulldogs have hit double digits. An interesting storyline to follow in this third and final period is whether any of the Bulldogs can get a hat trick. Dominic Malone, Will Nicholson, and Marcus Mack all sitting at 2 goals apiece now. Hoover's heading in. Griffin Clark has it. Niermeyer turned it aside. Chippewas looked to clear as this came off of a stick all the way over the netting and made it into the crowd here at Arrington Ice Arena. Doesn't look like anyone was harmed, but a fan will go home with a souvenir of a puck. Hoover smacks it forward off the draw. Clark looking for it. Knocked aside by Frankie Williamson. Hoover looking for this one. Couldn't quite find Clark. Good hustle by O'Rourke to get there. Williamson with some real speed. One-on-one with Ackerman. Nicked off the glove of Herman and went wide. Clark has it now. Played out by Clark. That was Will Clark. Colin O'Rourke, feed up for Griffin Clark. Now Ryan Hoover. Slide over, and puck is still loose. Thought it might have gone in for a moment, as side swiping towards the biscuit was Matthew Kruger. Herman will shoot this one off the glass, and where it's found by Will Clark in the neutral zone, he'll skate in. Back out for Toto. Willie McGuire lost control. Turned over. Maybe a break for the Chippewas, but they go offside. Still have a running clock in this period, and 14 minutes to go before these guys are able to hit the showers. What's been a frustrating night for the Chippewas of Central Michigan University. McGuire skating ahead, able to stay with it, and a nice glove save is made by Dylan Niermeyer. Willie McGuire will take the face-off against Will Clark. Toto opens up, shoots one that's off the backside of Beckman. Williamson trying to clear, sent it right to feed instead. Toto has it. Loops it for McGuire. Finfer moving along now. Joey Finfer shoots. Niermeyer the stop. Williamson onwards and out of the grasp of Joyce. Scores 10-0 in favor of Adrian as they continue to dominate. Nicholson has it. Back for Potts. Nicholson once more for O'Bricky. Nicholson again. He's knocked over. Malone has it down low. O'Bricky finds it. Potts. Long shot. Left pad saved by Niermeyer. Tough to beat a goaltender from that sort of range with no screen. 11:45 to go. Malone. Now for Gray. Potts again, a long shot. Nicholson will look for it. Gray, short pass back for Will Nicholson. Nicholson and Gray play catch as that shot deflected. Potts the rebound off the mask of Niermeyer. Looks like might have busted one of his helmet straps, and Central Michigan gets a much-needed whistle with 11:15 to go. 69 shots to 3 for the Bulldogs. Niermeyer still working on his equipment. Now it looks like he's ready to go. Sam Carper versus Will Clark. O'Rourke, or Potts rather. Now Carper. Carper moving in, tried the backhand. Niermeyer able to stay in front. Potts walks in, sends one up high. Carper finds it. Gray. Potts again. That was tipped up by Mack and out of play. Just about halfway through this third period. That shot was tipped in front by Kramer. Ackerman will send one across. Mack winding, firing, shot deflected and in off the stick of Colin O'Rourke. We'll see who they credit it to. O'Rourke with the initial blast. And might have looked like O'Rourke was gesturing that it went off Marcus Mack on the way. If so, that would mean a hat trick for number 13. We'll have to wait for the official public address announcement for the answer to that one. .70 shots now. And a combined 59 saves for both Joel Drucker and Dylan Niermeyer. A nightmare night to be a goaltender. Mack, the long shot, turned aside by Niermeyer. Battle in the corner. Carper able to get it away from Molesky as the Chippewas clear it out. Ackerman lost it. Now here's Marcus Mack. Mack heads in. Turned it over. Chippewas skated out through center. Shot in. Herman out to leave it there for Ackerman. We get the call. So they did credit the goal to Colin O'Rourke. So Mack is still looking for his third, and O'Rourke gets on the board with his first of the season. Griffin Clark the shot, Niermeyer the save. He'll hold on to it. Again, a running clock in this third period because of the wide margin in the score line. And it's been nice to see some of the defensemen get in the goal-scoring column tonight. Not something you see often. Hoover versus Joyce. One back for Finfer. That's tipped in front by Griffin Clark into the far corner. He'll reacquire the biscuit. Shoots one high off Niermeyer. Keeps it away. Turned over. Kramer will move in. Hoover digging away at it on the end boards. Finds Kramer, who just sent it wide, or rather that's Kruger, excuse me. Finfer going for a skate. Power turns away. Feed. Griffin Clark. He's tripped up as the puck's stolen away from him with less than 7 minutes to go in the contest. Feed on along. That was a pinpoint saucer pass for Griffin Clark. Dropped off. Matthew Kruger whistled one over the crossbar. Recovered by Griffin Clark. Kruger couldn't find it. Potts takes a hack, shoots one. That's gloved by Niermeyer. Punched aside quickly by Niermeyer off the draw. Puck is up in the air. Campbell skating it along. McGuire below the goal line to grab it. Potts, long pass ahead on for Cole Weber. Campbell nudges it for Joyce, as we've got a penalty here for a hold. Sean Potts, minor penalty for holding. Chippewas go to the power play. They'll look for something to hang their hat on heading out of this game. Sent down the ice by Joey Finfer. Niermeyer looked like he wanted to play it, but instead left it for his teammate. Molesky couldn't get it out. Now he will. Pass got away there and found by Williamson now. Molesky cleared away. Campbell looking for it, sent it to McGuire. Tried the backhander. Where's the puck? It's in the paraphernalia of Niermeyer. Whistle blows with 5 to go. Another save made by Niermeyer. The puck goes out of play. Tied up at the dot. Taken away by the Chippewas here. And he is nailed by Joey Finfer. Penalty upcoming against Adrian College. We'll see what the decision is. Finfer's going to the box. Didn't see the signal. Might have just been roughing. 4:17 to go in this third period. Again, Calvin Keys here with you on Adrian College Television. Aaron Jagfeld, Josiah Durrell working behind the scenes. Malone blocks the shot, racing after it, still looking for that elusive hat trick. Less than 4 minutes to go. Gets a piece of the rink-wide pass. Long shot. Sneaks by Herman but goes wide. Potts is out of the box now as the Chippewas were 5-on-3. Now the Bulldogs have Sean Potts back out there, but still awaiting the return of Joey Finfer, who has another minute in the sin bin. Moved ahead by Joyce here as he's hit hard by Mack. Marcus Mack missing a skate blade. Look at that effort to get to the bench. Still trying to get off. Wow, that was something. And here's Sam Carper off on a breakaway between the legs. My goodness. Sam Carper, what a goal to make it 12-0. My goodness. Now Carper's just showing off. That was incredible. Insane stuff as he went tweeners and put it top shelf where Mom keeps the cookie jar for his second of the night. 12-0 with 2:10 to go. Carper blocked another shot, and Niermeyer covers up. Skated out of the zone here by Jackson Molesky with 1 minute and 15 seconds to go in the game. Will Clark has it. He shoots it in. It's found there by Braden Gray. Looking for it now is Marcus Mack as he's hit by Campbell, but stays with it. Plays it between the legs, does Mack. And somehow banked it in off Niermeyer. That was incredible. What a goal scored there by Marcus Mack. Absolutely insane stuff for Mack as he secures the hat trick with a goal that was, I think the shot was banked off the back of Niermeyer there. Pretty special stuff for Marcus Mack as the freshman from Fitchburg, Wisconsin, gets his first career hat trick as an Adrian College Bulldog. Stick up in the air from Griffin Clark. Hopefully he's all right as he got up gingerly. That'll just about do it for this one. A one-sided affair right from the word go. It ends Adrian 13, Central Michigan nothing, as Alex Herman will get the shutout in goal, making saves on all 4 of the shots that he faced. That'll do it here from Arrington Ice Arena, the start of a full weekend of athletics here on Adrian College TV. For our entire crew, I'm Calvin Keys. Have a great night, Lenawee County.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today.